Hello, hello. Waiting for some eyeballs. Just waiting to get a couple of you on here. Just waiting to get a couple of you on here. Just waiting to get... How is everybody tonight? When you pop in, feel free to say hello. Hello. Am I working on here? I see Stacy. I see one. Hi, Stacy. How are you? What's the matter? What's going on, girl? Waiting to get a couple people up here. So hello, my name is Nicole. I'm with Nicole's Recycled Treasures. If you see the red button, you are live. Hi, baby. If you do not see the red button, then you are on a replay. Please say hello, hashtag replay, so I know you were here. Just peachy. Hi, Otis. Come here, Otis. You say hi? I don't know if you can see him. Say hi. He's traumatized. He was just outside. It's, you know, windy as heck, raining, cold. He hates it. See how sad he looks. Poor baby. Yeah, he's so neglected. Can you tell? My little meathead. All right, go lay down. Go lay down. Now he thinks he's going to be in my lap. Yeah, he smelled her in the garage. He was running all over the place, checking out everywhere she was at, including the crumbs she left behind. So, yeah. All right. I'll show you what we're going to be working on tonight. So I'm trying to get this on my iPad, and it just doesn't seem to be working for me. Well, it's working, but I don't want to hear myself. Oh, we're not doing that. All right. So I have this sign that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's huge. And I love it. It says, "Let it snow." However, it's very plain. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like this gray, looks like they wanted to make it rusty. It's got like rust color in this, their version of silver. So I am totally, completely well, I don't want to say totally completely, but I am redoing it. So we're going to do our own version of silver, gold, diamond dust. I think we're going to bling out the Christmas trees a little bit. And we're going to put little sparkly ornaments, maybe on the center one. And then I think we're gonna diamond dust these two. And we're gonna change the little reindeer. And we're gonna paint the Let It Snow gold, because I think it just needs jazzed up. I have a mantle in my basement where I decorate for Christmas. And everything is like a champagne and a silver and a pearly white color, and that's exactly what I'm doing with this. So I'm gonna make this for above my mantle. It's just one of those electric fireplaces, but trust me, I fit tons of stuff on it. Where is Monica Denise Kozan? You said bling and she's not here. I know, right? I don't know where she's at. It's all good. It's all good, it's all good. So, you can see I wanted to test the paint. So I have like a little bit of silver at the top of that tree. So I just wanted to see if I would like it. I'm thinking I do, so that's the one we're gonna use. So I'm gonna get some of this silver in my dish. And we're gonna paint actually we're gonna paint all the trees this silver. And they don't have to be perfect. I wanna keep a little bit of the rustic. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna bring you down a little bit because this is a big piece. So I'm gonna bring you down so you can see it. Hello, Janie. So we're gonna do just these trees themselves in a silver, a more bright metallic silver, so to say. And then we're gonna bling these out. Hi, Stace. Thank you. So for those of you popping on, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's a pretty decent size, but it was just, as much as I love it, it was very not boring, but it's not me. So we're going to make it me. We're going to add some brighter colors, some metallics, some golds. We're going to paint a pearl background and we're going to diamond dust it. I was saying I have a mantle that I decorate with silvers and like champagne golds and kind of sparkly stuff. So that's what we're going to paint this to match. And it's going to go right above where the mantle is. I usually have a Santa up there, but I'm moving the Santa to my Santa tree section. And I've been waiting to find something that I want above my mantle, so this is gonna be it. How's the other Stacy? I feel like once we get a bunch of Stacys in this room, we're gonna get really confused. So we're just gonna slap this on there. Guess who just entered the room? They were just talking about you, Monica. I said bling and you weren't here. And Stacy was wondering where you were. You do need nicknames. You gotta tell Steve that he just missed Otis saying hi. He was being a big old wuss about going outside. So we're just following along the lines that are already with this tree. And we're gonna paint this a metallic silver. I have a hair. We're gonna sparkle this all up. Knee deep in bling. Are you in your room? Is tonight the night you do your orders? I feel like tonight's the night you do your orders. So for those of you just popping on, I'll show this again. This is a sign we got at Hobby Lobby. We're just redoing it. If you see, this is the silver we're painting right now. This is the silverish gray that was there. We're gonna add silvers, golds, pearls, diamond dust, and we're gonna sparkle this all up. And just change it out a bit. And then we're gonna add a little bit of diamond wrap to the edges, just a very fine line. And then I have these really pretty gems that I think we're gonna put along this couple of these trees and kind of give it like an ornament effect. Because they're super sparkly, so why not? So this doesn't have to be perfect. They are trees. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Oh, that's a blast from the past. How you doing? So we're just going to paint these out. I know it looks similar now, but trust me, we're going to change the whole appearance of it. If you remember, it's more like a, I don't know, I guess a country look. We're going to make it a sparkly look. So I'll show you the difference here between this tree and the other two. Guys, I went to Hobby Lobby and at home yesterday, and I probably shouldn't have. And then I wanted to do a live yesterday, but I was like, well, I'm gonna organize this room really quick. There's no really quick in organizing a craft room, so I've discovered I should have known better. It looked like a bomb went off. I would have had to have put a sheet up behind me and I wouldn't have been able to move if I was gonna do a live. Hi, Jenny. Oh gosh, me and Nicole were literally talking about my bill. It is more of like a galvanized, I guess more of like that farmhouse decor, which it's super cute. I just knew that the minute I saw it, I knew what I wanted to do with it. So I've been dying to redo it. Because the first place in the house that I do is, we know, is always my basement. I'm not allowed to do upstairs because it's just too early to decorate for Christmas, according to my children. I got a hair in my... So I do the basement. That way the upstairs isn't done for Thanksgiving. They have the upstairs. I have my downstairs because there's no way I can get it all done in just a few weeks. It takes me, guys, it takes me like 5 weeks to get Christmas finished in my house. Right. Never, never, ever too early. At least not in my eyes. I never think it's too early. All right, totally different look. So we went from the galvanized to shiny. I love that color. Who's not kidding? I am, Jen. No, I'm not. I think you've seen it, haven't you? Have you seen the house when it's all Christmas? I think you have. About your Christmas decorations, right? Yeah, no, I don't joke around when it comes to Christmas. But oh Lord, so I need to do a Grinch tree. I want to find a Grinch green colored tree. I may have to make one, unless somebody knows of one somewhere. Hobby Lobby had so much Grinch stuff, and they did last year too, and by the time I got around to it, it was all gone, and I have to get there because I have to do a Grinch tree this year. I have to do a Grinch tree, and I think I'm doing a pink unicorn tree. And yes, I'm adding those to my other trees somewhere in here. Yes, you have. Which, this hand? Or this hand? I don't know which. I think I'm backwards on the camera when you're looking at me. So this is my left. This is my right. Yeah, I have a couple white trees. Yeah, you were last year, Monica, but remember we had that big, huge snowstorm. You were going to come up, and it got ugly out, and you didn't come up. And Tom offered to cook for you Christmas Eve. Just saying. Yes, more. Definitely, yeah, more trees. Listen, you know, if I have a corner, I'm going to shove one in there. If Otis could wear one on his head, he'd have one on his head. Don't challenge me, though. Now, guys, this doesn't have to be perfect because we are diamond dusting them. I just want to bring that bright color out. Take away that dull steel look. I'm super excited to see the Grinch one, though. Can't wait to see what you do. Poor Otis. He better not. It is a big dog to be feeding on any of the trees. Just saying. The one thing I do miss is I always had one real one, and we haven't had one in probably the last, I don't even know, 4 years? I don't remember. I have to ask my kids. I want to say in 4 years we haven't had a real one. So I was thinking about getting a real one. Now I have a crystal tree, and literally everything on it is crystal or glass that I have been collecting since my kids were babies. Me and my husband got together. And I always did the real tree in crystal. And I've done the fake trees in crystal now. So I'm thinking about maybe getting a real one this year. The only thing is I would not know how Otis was going to react to it. Here's another one. See the difference with the deer? Alright, I was going to do a gold tree, but we're going to stick some gold in here, so I'm going to leave the trees silver. So what is everybody up to today? Stacy, I know you head off. You stopped over here. I'm thinking, considering it's Wednesday, everybody was pretty much working. I know I did, but I left early. So I did a little bit of running around, cleaned a little bit, visited with Stacy for a while, and then when the hubby got home, oh guys, the hubby's birthday is tomorrow. I love the little school bus you just put up there. Yeah, so hubby is, God, Lord help me here. I don't even know how old I am. 55? 55 tomorrow. All right, so who's into fall decorating? I know we're on Christmas, but who's into the fall? Who likes to fall decorate or has any ideas for fall decorating? Because my daughter's baby shower is coming up. And I have a few ideas. And we're using some of the stuff from her wedding because she had a fall wedding. But I need some big, cute fall baby shower ideas. Anybody has any, throw them at me. Christmas thing I got. We had a Christmas themed baby shower. Oh my God. All right, so now I'm convinced one of my kids has to have... All right, next baby's got to be Christmas so I can decorate the heck out of it. Are you the same age? Monica, he doesn't need another reason to love you. I'm lying to you. Is he 55? Lord, baby Jesus. He was born in 68. Somebody help me out here. Yes, my brain is on a freeze right now. Maybe he's 54. He's got to be 54. Yes, okay. See, now I know what age I am. I'm 44. So yes, it's his 54th birthday tomorrow. I think we're really doing anything. He's doing his thing this weekend. He goes hunting. We don't talk about it because we all know how much I love that. So Friday, he's taking off and he's going out with his buddy. And he leaves, he usually is gone Friday night until Saturday, so we both work tomorrow. And then I have a meeting tomorrow night. So I'll see him for a little bit. All right, guys. Trees. I do suck in math. We all know that. That is so much prettier. Love it. All right. So that I just used, I love these paints. It's like a folk art metallic. And it's called Shimmering Steel. I've never used that one. I've used like the metallic silver. I've never used the steel and I'm loving it. I thought steel would have been too harsh, but it's actually got a beautiful color to it. I love it. So, we're going to jazz up this deer a bit. So I have this. It is a liquid leaf gold. It's an antique or classic gold. This stuff, literally, I love it. I think I'm a little obsessed. It goes on like butter, literally. I need to find a small brush. Let's see if that one works. And you barely need any of this. It just goes on so smooth. So I'm gonna turn this puppy around. And we're gonna do the antlers in this gold. Get all up and personal here for a minute. I don't think I'm liking this brush. I'm not. Need something a little smaller. All right, pointy, small. Has anybody got plans for this weekend? I'm off Sunday. I don't know if it's supposed to stay like this outside, but oh my God, it was gorgeous here yesterday. For those of you new on this page, we're in Ohio. I'm in the Cleveland area. And it was drop dead gorgeous here the last few days. Today I woke up to the sound of rain. It was damp, chilly. We always say it is Ohio, so the weather changes just like that. But that wind outside is wicked. I was scared it was gonna kick me off. I'm off Sunday too. Come with me and Mom to Bar Forno. Well, we'll see, because Tom's birthday is tomorrow, so I don't know if the kids are wanting to do something Sunday. I did just stick my hand in that, didn't I? Nope, it's dry. So I'll let you know, but I have a meeting tomorrow. I have to go. We're planning stuff with my daughter for her baby shower. So we're going to Mexican tomorrow, and then I think Friday we're going, aren't we? So I don't know. I'll get back to you. If we don't go, if me and you don't go Friday, we can go Sunday. 4 seasons in one day here. It is. It's horrible. Hey, Luca. How are you, honey? Yeah, I'm not. As much as I love Christmas, this weather kills me. I could have Christmas in the middle of the summer. I'm good with that. Just snow on Christmas Eve. Or maybe Christmas morning. But, you know, it's close to the end of Christmas, so we don't need any snow Christmas Day. I used to love it, and now I just say I got old, and now I don't handle the cold very well. I think I'm digging it. Let's put gold on it. We're going to do the antlers and the hoofs gold. And then I think we're going to do this Let It Snow in gold as well. And we're going to take a little of this background and change it and add like a pearl background and diamond dust it. And then I think, so we're going to diamond dust this deer, and we're going to diamond dust one of the trees. And we're going to lightly diamond dust the background. But I have these beautiful gems to go on some of the, well, they're not really branches, but we're going to stick them into the trees here. My hand is so shaky today. I'm going to try this fatter brush again. Hello, Heidi. How are you? Feel free to come in and say hi. If you see the red button above you, that means you are watching us live. You caught us live. We're redoing this sign. It was like a galvanized metal, and we're just redoing it, adding a bunch of, we're gonna add a bunch of sparkle to it. We're doing like a metallic silver and gold. And then we're gonna play with the trees a little bit. Did you guys hear Otis sighing next to me? It's like, Mom, not again. So now I'm having a hard time seeing where the tree, or where the antler starts and where it ends. I love this gold leaf. So pretty. Hi, Missy. How are you? So we're going to do the hooves as well. And then the only thing I'm not sure of is this snow underneath, or the ground underneath. It's still this galvanized metal. I don't know that I want to make that like this hard steel. We might dry brush it a little bit just to take some of that harsh metal look off. Thank you. Monica, you guys got a game this weekend? Oh, wait. You're not going, are you? Every time that wind blows, Otis jerks his head up. He's mortified. Y'all are so quiet tonight. Why are we so quiet? You'll go. Come on. Gotta go. You're a diehard. You'll go. Alright guys, sorry this whole hoof thing is a bit tedious. So we're gonna do the body in silver. I have you in my tripod watching when I pull. That's hilarious. Bye, Jen. Have a good one. All right. We're going to do this deer up. I think I'm going to give him a shimmery eye, too. I thought about giving him a red nose, but nothing else red on here, so I don't want to make it stand out that much. Otis, you're killing me, Smalls. What are you doing? I see you, Bubby. Stace, you work tomorrow? Hi, Angel. How are you? Did anybody ever say anything if they had ideas for... Hi, Charmaine. Red nose. Ideas for fall decor for baby shower? Yes, no, no? Listen, I know this is what I do, but it's kind of not my territory there. I said I got a couple ideas, a couple of cute ideas, but we're doing a big grazing table. So instead of those, I call them shark coochie boards. I'm doing, instead of a board, I'm doing a whole table. So it's going to be a whole table of literally, it's called a grazing table, just tons of food on it. But it's set up like a charcuterie board. It'll still have the meats, cheeses, but we're doing sandwiches, muffins, cookies, little cakes, fruit, veggies, dips. Good Lord, I'm going to have to take a picture of it and send it to you. But, so I'm making some decorations for that table. I was trying to come up with something new and fun. Hi, Eddie, how are you? I'm not sure what, I don't know. So I think we have the centerpieces down pat. I'm just looking for something cute, or even games, like cute games, something different. Something not so typical for a baby shower, but something a little different. But it's got to be all fall themed. And it's all got to be gender neutral. My cousin did Our Little Pumpkin theme for her daughter's first birthday. We'll see if I can find any pictures and send. Oh, well, is that your mama on here? Hi, Brittany's mom. All right, we're just going to dry brush over some of this, especially that, what looks like the rust color. And then we're going to go back in, I think, maybe with like a shimmery. We'll go, no, we're going to diamond dust this out. Make it look like snow. Trying to be careful not to go over the hook. Otis, you are not snoring away down there. Give it a few minutes, you guys will hear the freight train. Can you hear him? Mama-in-law, gotcha. Well, welcome. Brittany is my adopted daughter, so we say. Love her to death. Now she's just got to hand me over the baby for a while. Then we'll stay on good terms. Chloe and I are just hanging out. Okay. So we're going to do the Let It Snow in gold. Oh my God, I love those colors. Okay. my brush with the gold on it dries out. We'll get that over with real quick. And then we'll start popping this with some diamond dust and some pearl colors in here. I may add some pearl to these trees too, just to break up the silver a bit. I have things falling underneath me. I just cleaned my craft room. Yeah, he had a long day. Uh-huh. Rough life being a dog, let me tell you. Can you hear him snoring? Give it. I knew you would like it. It's definitely your jam. But I'm not even done with it yet. You don't even know what it's going to look like. Calm down. You may not. All right. This little brush thing. I need new brushes, guys. I washed mine, but I feel like I'm getting blinder by the day. I can't see nothing. Yeah, I don't think there's a thing I've shown Stacy yet, except for the elf. She doesn't like the elf. She doesn't want the elf anywhere near her. She won't come anywhere near the elf. So now I've learned I just have to make things with elves and Stacy won't want them. Listen, I was at the at-home store the other day and I almost picked up some elves. Gold and silver are the colors I want to add to my living room. Yeah, that's what you were telling me. Well, gold and silver are my mantle. I do gold and silver for my mantle. I have like a little electric, I say little, it's decent sized fireplace, and I decorate the whole thing in gold and silver. So I have this old Santa frame that I always put above the mantle. Ugh. That would have been great. Did you just see me jump? Don't tell no one. Don't do clowns. So all I gotta do is clowns? Oh, you don't do clowns. Elves are not clowns, I'm just saying. Hello, Dawn, how are you? I think the elves are cute. I have an elf tree. Does that mean you can't come around my elf tree too? I won't be on this page anymore. All over some elves. That's great. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I think they're cute. Although you're not the only one that says they're creepy, so I have a couple elves on my tree, like big ones, that both my daughters said are creepy looking. I think they're cute. I don't know. I guess to each their own. I like the old school Santas. I don't know if anybody else does. Like the old school Saint Nick, anything like old world, more European, vintagey looking stuff. That's definitely my style as far as Santas go. I'm actually ordering some papers and so forth that have that old school Santa because I want to do a lot of different frames and ornaments and so forth with them. So I'm kind of excited for that. Elves are kind of creepy. I love gnomes. Everybody loves gnomes. And even if you don't love them, people still say, oh, that's cute. Not everybody thinks the elves are cute. I had a little too much paint on that brush. So yeah, I've been definitely seeing a lot, the stores have a lot more of like the old school, like St. Nick, so forth, coming back, and I love that. Let me know when y'all hear him, because he's getting louder and louder over here. It's quite comfortable. Those are kind of creepy. He's cracking me up. You can't tell me you don't hear him yet. Guys, I had a dog. Her name was Jane. She's like an American Bulldog mix. And man, you want to talk about snoring like a freight train. She's an American Bulldog boxer. That dog snored like a freight train. You could hear her from downstairs, outside. It didn't matter where you were. So I guess I can't complain about him too much. But wow, he's definitely had a rough day or something. I don't know. He is snoring his life away over here. Okay, we're not fitting up here very well. Hi, Megan. How are you? I haven't had a dog yet that doesn't snore, though, because I had a pug, my boxers, and then my boxer American Bulldog, and it was a snore fest at all times. I feel like this is a lot more tedious than I thought it would be. Yes. Me too, me too. I can do Christmas all year round. I'll struggle with what I'm doing next for anything else, but Christmas, Lord, even the smallest little thing, I'm all about it. I'll spend hours just doing one tree, redoing it and redoing it. And y'all, I'm pretty sure, so it's a game for my kids. They think it's funny. Now, I can't say nothing. I used to do it to my aunt. So if you ever see my Aunt Yvonne on here, man, you guys think I'm bad. Y'all didn't just see that, did you? Did you just see that happen? Keep it down, please. I'm trying to pay attention. Do you hear him now? Did y'all just see my paintbrush pop off? No one saw that, did they? I did just tell y'all I need new paintbrushes, right? Don't tell anybody that happened, guys. But anyway, so what I was saying, my aunt, she decorates her bathroom for Christmas. She decorates, listen, you literally bump into Christmas at her house. And she's got a much bigger house than I do. I mean, she doesn't have a basement, but her upstairs, I mean, her main floor is just big, open. It's beautiful. She does some beautiful stuff. And I used to mess with her and move her stuff around. Bad. And this was before I had bad fever. I mean, I only had a couple trees at the time. Maybe, I think I got as bad as maybe like 4 trees. Now, a big part of me almost feels bad that I used to mess with her so much. Then there's that part of me that says not so much. No, not at all. You didn't see that, right? That's good. We're getting there, guys. I got one more word. So there's the gold with the silver. And then we can start brightening up the background and put our diamond dust into it. And then I have a border for around the edges of this. There's not a very big edge. I wish I would have had a bigger edge because I would have loved to have checked this and did checks in it in gold and silver, literally. Not the typical black and white, but I would have so did gold and silver. I will find me something that I could do checks in gold and silver. Or find a gold project and check it somehow in silver. I'm not sure, Charmaine. I'm thinking I originally was getting it for myself. We'll talk, girl. We'll talk. But yeah, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's in with their Christmas stuff. And I just, the galvanized metal look cool, but it's not my style. But I knew the second I saw it what I wanted to do with it. So I literally, it wasn't even on the shelves yet. This was a couple weeks ago. It was sitting, guys, it was sitting on an end cap in a box. Like just leaning on the box, ready to come out. There was no one around, so, I mean, no harm, no foul. One less thing they had to put on the shelf. That's how I look at it. Hi, Cheryl. Are you freezing over there? You know I am. This weather makes me want to hibernate. Stretch it out, Otis. It's okay. I know you're having a rough time over there snoring away. Cracks me up. All right. So I think we're good with this. Charmaine, I would tell you how to do it. You're watching how to do it yourself, but we already know when you'll get to that, right? We're just gonna feather this out a little bit so it doesn't look so rough. I feel like we got some rough edges here. Odie, stop. And if you brush over it a little bit, like a dry brush, it gives it a little more of a muted look. But you can, but it'll still be nice and shiny and bright. It just kind of tames it down a little bit. I'm thrifting, got you a frame. Oh, which one? Where at? Tell me where you're at. Are you in Menor? Do they have lots of Christmas stuff out? Can you see that? So literally, look how shiny that is from the galvanized look. So, I want to do the same thing you just saw me do with that gold and kind of like that roughed out. I'm gonna take a blow dryer to this just to blow everything off of it. Ooh, make sure I got nothing on it. That's a bummer. Sorry, I'm so sorry about the other day. I have a picture up on the page, Charmaine. It's on the page of what it looked like before. So literally, it's the same thing, but instead of it being silver like that, it was galvanized, like a galvanized steel look. Oh, girl, it's not done. So we're going to make this almost like a pearly, and then add diamond dust to it. And I'm adding gems to the tree, and I'm adding a wrap around the edges. So I was gonna do gold, but I didn't like the gold on it. So we're gonna do like, I get this at Hobby Lobby too. So we're going to add, hi Beth, how are you? So we're gonna add this along the edges. But first we're gonna dry brush this to make the background kind of match a little bit and give it kind of a shiny, just a little bit. I don't want to cover the whole thing. I need a dish over here. Where is everything? All right, we'll use this one. Yep, it's that one. So I'm going to use, this is Deco Art, and it's like a metallic pearl. So we're going to dry brush, literally. I don't want to get a ton on here. I have baby wipes somewhere. I just want to bring a little shine to the background to make it match the rest of it. But I want this to stand out. So I want these colors to stand out because we're going to do diamond dust anyway, so we're going to brighten it up, but I want it to match a little bit. And my hair is literally everywhere. Good Lord. All right, guys. We're just going to bring a little sheen. Something in that brush. That looks better. See how it's just got like a, I don't know if you can tell, it's just got a little bit of a metallic look to it. So guys, everything at Hobby, oh my God, the fall stuff is 66% off. That was my problem yesterday. Surprisingly, I didn't get a ton. Y'all know they just keep putting more and more and more Christmas stuff out, and I keep getting in more and more trouble. Guys, this looks messy, but you'll understand. Everything Hobby Lobby, here I come. Do you pre-think of what colors you want to do your creations, or you create as you go? I knew what I wanted for this one, pretty much. I knew I wanted the silver and the gold. The pearl background kind of came later because I realized, well, I'm going to have this metallic color instead of this galvanized look, and I got to kind of make it all come together. But no, honestly, a lot of my stuff that you see, so when I go to Goodwill or I'm at the store or whatever, I'll see something, and there's days that I'm like, I know exactly what I want to do with that. Kind of like Monica, we were talking about the fairy thing. I knew exactly what I wanted to do with that when I saw it. And then there's days that I just see stuff and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I can come up with an idea for that. And then I'll stare at it for a while, and then I don't always know what I'm going to do. Like, I literally have boxes upon boxes upon boxes of Christmas stuff, and it's all like different Christmas picks, ornaments, figurines, just random stuff everywhere, because I know that's what I'm going to use as fillers or what have you, or I see something and I'm like, oh, I want to do a project with that. I just don't know what project it is. Hi, baby girl. I just don't know what project I'm doing with it. I just know that I liked it and I want to use it on something. So no, I don't always know. Sometimes I sit in here and just stare and I don't know, it pops, I guess. I don't always know what I'm doing either. So there's days like, kind of like with this, I know what I want it to look like, but I'm kind of winging it at the moment. So I don't know. I don't always know what I'm doing. I just go and pray to God it works. I know what I don't want it to look like. How are you, beautiful? So I'm going to add some of that pearl into this silver because I know we're going to diamond dust it, but we want this to kind of have a snowy effect. I am not a perfect painter, guys. I am as messy as they come, so don't come at me for that if you're watching and you are a painter. I legit just wing things as I go, so I just know I don't want this flat background, so I want to add some shine. Wait, I will still be starting to figure anything. Well, I will still be staring to figure anything out. I'm telling you, sometimes I buy things and I'm like, I know, I gotta have that. I want to do something with it. And months later, I'm like, I had to have it, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. I think sometimes I buy things just to buy them because I'm like, it might come in handy. I feel like this crafting thing has turned me into a hoarder. I've always been a hoarder of Christmas, but good Lord. Guys, I have stuff from trees that I did. So I may have 27, 28 trees. My plan is to attempt 30 this year, and that's my cutoff. That's my, I don't even know if I can fit 30. And again, they're not all big trees. I can't count right now, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 6-footers. Several of them being slim and a few full size. And then I have a few 5-footers. And then I have many 4-footers. And I put them up on stands. I mix match them together. I put them in groups. I stick them in corners. You know, I don't have a big house. I live in a small ranch. But I group them together. So I have my, just want to help me out here. Cheryl, if she's on here, knows what I'm talking about. Like my rustic, like, not farmhouse. They're like wildlife tree section. And there's 5 of those, and I grouped it all together, different heights. They all come together, and that's one big setup display in a corner. And then I have a few 3-footers, and I'll set a few of those up together. I just group everything together. I love the small trees, the skinny trees. So it's not like what people think when I say I have 30 trees. It's not like you walk into this big, huge palace and there's 30 big trees floating around. I need to see the crystal tree, though. Your house is always beautiful. I know you have. Thank you. It is. I love my... I've had quite a few break over the years, which is always makes me sad. I pack it very carefully, unlike my other ones. We're just gonna dab a little bit of pearl throughout, just to break up these trees a little bit. I gotta bring this in now to see what I'm doing. Before I look at it and say, why did I do that? I'm sorry, it's facing you back. If you guys were interested in this, as I said, this isn't Hobby Lobby. What did I pay for it? So it's half off. It was $36 and then half off of that. So that is not horrible. I just knew when I saw it, I had to have it, and I knew what I wanted to do to it. So usually I'm cheap. Everything's like Goodwill, except for, you know, I still do Christmas, Goodwill at Christmas, because I've gotten a lot of my trees there too. Sometimes you get really lucky. You find like the pencil trees, stuff you can't find anymore because, what store is it? The craft store that went out of business. Packetans. They used to have some killer trees, and they used to have some killer craft stuff. So sad that they're gone. They were the best. But I found Packatan trees last year. I was so excited. I got 2 of them. I swear when I walked in and I saw those, I acted like it was like, you know, the Black Friday deal of the year, and ran and grabbed it and turned around and laughed when I realized nobody else really cared. They weren't trying to snatch it from me. Now I make it so that I have to sneak in the house with trees. Because God forbid my husband sees me bring another one in. Now I just make him feel crazy and say, they were here. All right, guys. You'll see how it's a little patchy, but the diamond dust is going to cover that all up. But I didn't want that fake look to it. Like that matte background, so to say. We're going to put our wrap around this first, wherever I put that. I had the bling wrap. There it is. What does that say? Aw, Jenny, you're so sweet. Alright guys, I'm going to use some B7000. I had a halfway. forget my head if it wasn't attached. I think you should have classes at the house. Listen, all you had to say was wine. Although the class thing cracks me up. Because I don't know how far, if it was this group, we'd get. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a line straight down. Spread it out a little bit. Lord knows I lost my tweezers. And we're going to stick this right down the edge. If it wants to cooperate. Lord, I can't see nothing. Sorry guys, this wants to bend over on itself. I'm not quite sure why. So I'm going to lay this on here, and then I'm going to straighten it out because it does take a few minutes to dry. And we're just going to go all the way around this with it. Charmaine, come on. Did you see me doing classes? Someone did offer me and wanted me to do classes, but I was like, girl, you don't know me. It could likely turn into a disaster. But wine might make it all better. So just like nobody saw my brush fall apart earlier, nobody saw that razor come apart either, right? That wind is wicked. Can you hear the rain hit my window? All right, guys, I gotta pull this down to me a little bit. Wine makes everything better. Yes, yes it does. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I gotta stick it in my lap to see what. If you're just popping on, yes, it's in my lap. I'm trying to straighten out the bling wrap. I'm not trying to. Okay. So we got, oh no, you can't see that in there. It sparkles, trust me. Hi honey, how are you? Are you with me in the morning tomorrow, Britt? Please say yes. We're going to cut this ahead of time. I feel like that's what my problem was. Thank God. Good, good, good. Happy to hear it. All right. We're going to do a line of that B7000 straight up this side too. Yes, we're going to wrap the whole picture. And then all we got to do is diamond dust and stick some gems on the tree. And make the trees pop. Yes, it seems to be a lot of people's. But it's definitely my jam, that's for sure. Did you see the picture of it before? Because I know you just popped on, but I do have the picture of it up on the page. It was like a galvanized steel look as opposed to this metallic. And now we're just trying to get some gem wrap on here. It usually cooperates with me much better, but for some reason it's twisting on me. Maybe it's just because I'm using such long pieces. Can I diamond dust my bling room? Getting under the bed now. Let me check it. You can. They do sell a paint that is specifically probably what you're looking for. Girl, you can diamond dust anything. I went crazy with diamond dust last year. I have stuff in my house. So my house is very, other than my Maryland room, how do I explain? So it's basically your typical gray, white, black, and then I have a little bit of beachy blue mixed in. But everything that's on my, I have a lot of stuff on my walls, like sayings, so forth, frames that like my kids got me. I diamond dust that stuff. So it's sparkly. I can see that you probably could diamond dust your walls. I don't know that I'd recommend it. Sucks that I'm missing most of this, Nicole. Can you help me make what? Only because diamond dust is actually, it's glass. So there isn't much fallout on diamond dust, but on your walls, just touching your walls, you'd never be able to clean them. If it's like a serious question, unless you were just joking, because I've thought about it. But they do have a paint that you would love that is super, super high intense glitter. Or they have this glitter that you can add to your paint that is super, super, it is so you too. That would be your thing. I thought about doing it. So if you look at my page sometimes, everybody tags me in it. So it's the gold glitzy bathroom one with the tub and all the glitter everywhere. I laugh because it's always on my page. No, you can't diamond dust your walls. Steve, she can do anything she wants. Because let me tell you how well that worked for Tom. But that's what if you look on my page and you see that post that everybody tags me in all the time, that is actually, that's the glitter that I'm talking about. And then they have this coating that you can put on that literally looks like lacquer candy. It's super shiny. It's super beautiful. Or I can give you a million ideas for your walls. It's just whether you want to spend the money and the time to do it. Oh, Steve, you in trouble. Monica, we'll talk. Steve goes boating in the summer, doesn't he? Just saying. We'd have time. I'm a fast painter. When it comes to walls, yeah, I got you. I run. Okay. Steve, you got to put your head on the pillow at the end of the night. So if that's what helps you do it. I'll remember that next time Riley starts whining and you baby her. If you're still alive after making that comment. So if I don't see you make any more comments, I already know what happened, and I'm sorry. Not sorry. I actually don't have any wall space left. I figured that. That's why I was kind of like, I mean, you can do your boards. You make your boards super shiny. You'd have the best bling boards in town. But that's a lot of pulling jewelry on and off, and it still is glass, so you will cut yourself. That's too much handling on those boards for diamond dust. All right, one more side, guys. Oh, went right off the edge. Never claim to have steady hands. Don't ever look at my lines. Because if you could see this glue line right now, you'd laugh. Especially my husband, who everything's got to be, perfectly aligned. Did I not cut this yet? All right, we'll get this up, show it to you, and then we're going to diamond dust it, and we're going to add some gems onto, I think we're just going to do the center tree. Or we'll diamond dust the center tree and add gems on the trees next to it. Leave our Tom alone. Oh, Charmaine, you and Tom. Did you just get nervous? So remember the fiasco with the stapler and Otis, right? Yep. So that click just made him nervous and he got up and walked. But the door's closed, so he can't go nowhere. Bobby. Bubs. It wasn't a staple. You're good. You can stop staring that direction. All right, guys. That is on. So I don't know if you can see. You can't see the trim. Maybe. Otis is awake. Yeah, come here, Otis. Say hi to Maine. Come here. There's Otis. Say hi. Not to me. All right, you got glitter. Oh, I got glitter all over him. All right. Straighten that. Most people see him and they're like, oh my God, he's huge. He's like a big old baby to me still. I'm so used to him at this point. I was getting comments and messages. Your dog is so big. Oh, he's a big baby. And there's the good boy. Here we go again, Monica. All right. So I have these gems. I get them. Oh, you didn't see that either, did you? Can I cry now? Oh, I was going to show you the gems. I forgot I'd already opened them. That's what I get, man down. All right. So I get these at Hobby Lobby. They're not Swarovski, but they're just as pretty. I think anyway. They stopped carrying them. And this is just what they have now. And I know they have them at Michael's, but Hobby Lobby always has half off. So I just, it's so much easier for me to go to Hobby Lobby. I can't do, Michael's has some nice stuff, so does Joann's. I don't think anything beats the prices going to Hobby Lobby. So I just have these beautiful gems. They're just clear, we just want them to shine. So now what I need to figure out is, all these paintbrushes and all my water. So diamond dust is going to go on most of the surface here. So do I want to put, he's getting diamond dust, so he's getting a coating of diamond dust. What do we think of? I definitely don't like that. I was gonna give him an eyeball. Oh guys, I love this. So the big tree in the middle is gonna get gems. The two on the side get diamond dust. Can you see him? Is he literally? It's like he knows that people can see him. All right. I'm gonna pour this. I didn't realize you could actually see him in the camera. That's hilarious. So we don't want to get it over the gold because it won't stay gold. If you put Mod Podge over the gold, by the way, I use Mod Podge, and then we use the diamond dust. Now, I don't, usually the more diamond dust, the better. I want to lightly coat this because I want the gems to stand out. I kind of want the colors to pop out, but I want the background to just have a little bit of shine. So we can go over the silver and we can go over this, but we cannot go over the gold because it will not stay gold if we do. Hi, Crystal. Everybody says hi to Otis. Otis, do you want the paintbrush? Do you want to paint? No. No, Bubby. So we're going to kind of go around everything here. So we're going to go around our lettering. This gets a little tedious around these areas. And you want to work so that your Mod Podge is still tacky to stick the diamond dust onto. And you can work in sections. You just don't want to hit this gold. And in reality, if I'd have done this the right way, I would have probably went ahead and diamond dusted up here first and then painted gold. But, you know, live, you learn. Win some, you lose some. I want to get a little bit in the lettering. So I'm just using the corner of the brush. We're going to go ahead, sprinkle that on there. And we're just going to shift that. Now, if you missed anything, you can always go back. You don't want to go completely over the diamond dust because it will not sparkle anymore. You'll take the shine right out of it. So you don't want to Mod Podge over your diamond dust. You can go where you left off. So now I'm going to have to go back over this gold a little bit. Because I just hit the top of that T. And I took the gold off. Now this is drying fast on this tin, so I'm trying to work a little bit faster here. And we can touch up that gold if need be. Should call it crafting with those. I probably should, except for when he's snoring. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit in this silver. I want to get it over my, because whatever fallout comes out, I want it on my board. And you just kind of shake that off. Be careful, my gems aren't all the way. So whatever's not Mod Podge down will, why am I opening that? We'll shake right off, and then we're gonna come in here. And gonna do tips of the tree. So I'm gonna do the top like it's covered. My brush is falling apart. What is with these? I literally just bought this brush. Won't be doing that again. Wow. All right. As I'm trying to work fast. Come over to this side. So we're gonna do the edges of this tree with some diamond dust. And then kind of go in almost like it snowed on the tree. And this would be why I need a lifetime supply of diamond dust. Alright. So we're tossing this brush. That was a little disappointing. Guys, I will recycle this, so everything I can get off that board I will, and I stick it right back into my shaker. A few spots here. It sounds wicked out there. That's all I hear is stuff slam banging out there. All right, I think we got it where we want it. this is not something you want the little ones playing with. As much as I love this stuff, I would not let my granddaughter play with it. All right, we're gonna put the blow dryer on this for a second to get it to dry a little quicker. So it's not gonna have a perfect crystal look just a moment. Mod Podge dries clear, so all you'll end up seeing is the diamond dust. But it takes a little while to set. Now all we gotta do is put our diamonds on our tree. Crystals. I wish I was able to say, hey, diamonds, but I'm definitely not there, so. Give you an idea. It will still take a little bit to dry. Can you guys see it? It's still wet, but look at it sparkle. I feel like oh, maybe not. I thought maybe the light would change it a little bit. So we're gonna put a few studs into the center tree. A few gems, I should say. Just to bring a little more sparkle, because you know, there's never enough in my world. Thank you. Put a little bit of glue right on there. I'm gonna stick them kind of into these. Oh Lord. Well, now the gem doesn't want to come out. There it goes. All right. Into these little grooves into the tree. I'm just going to place a few in here. Yeah, it doesn't want to release. I don't. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. I do need a new gem pen. That. Now it's dropping my gems. Just find the natural little indents in the tree. Stick these in. I'm using a little bit of this B7000. So another one doesn't want to go in. There it goes. And you could, if you wanted to, add color, do one tree in different colors. They have so many colors of these gems and they're so pretty. I wanted to stay with just the silvers and the golds and just a little bit of sparkle. So we're only doing the one tree. And guys, when this Mod Podge dries, I'll take a picture of it. I always do. And I'll post it. And I'll see if I can't get angles of it sparkling. Maybe on, I can get it on a video, I should say. Usually the videos show the sparkle. But I'll give it some time to dry. Probably about 30 minutes. And then I'll play with it a little bit, see what else needs added. Maybe add a few more gems. Thank you, Cheryl. Lost a gem, lost a gem. Let's see if I can do this. Yep. I was gonna do a gem for an eye for the deer, but I didn't like the way it looked. Looked silly. See, I like just random placing. I don't like it to look like it was planned to be uniform. You do what you like. Some people like matchy match. I don't. I like it to look like it was supposed to be random. Okay, those gems on that silver look awesome. I might do all three trees, guys. I'll do that after we click off of here and I show you why I just said that. Because that looks really tough. I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely digging the gems on that metallic. I gotta stop putting my hands on this. Can you see the gems? Hurts if you can see them. I can't tell on my end. All I see is a bunch of shiny sparkly. Do you see the gems? Yes, no. So that's definitely no longer galvanized. Can you see the gems showing? Okay. I wasn't sure. I can't really see what you're seeing, so. Okay, now I'm sort of seeing it. I think I'm going to, when I log off of here, I'm going to put the gems on all three. I was just going to keep it in the middle. But yeah. So that's that. So this has to dry yet. That Mod Podge has to dry for that diamond dust. But like I said, my mantle is like a champagne gold with silver. I have a lot of whites in there too. So I love this. And that was the whole point of it. We just did enough gold on the feet and the antlers, and then just on the Let It Snow. Oh, thank you. So yes, should I do the hearts at the bottom and the little floating hearts? Let me know if I should do all three trees. Yes, no, maybe. I'm thinking yes, but I wish I could do something for his eye, but I didn't like that. You know what? I have those same gems. Hold on. In a small smoke color. I almost wonder. I do. I have a small smoke color. Yes, all three. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So I have this, the same brand gems, but they're like a smoky color as opposed to that clear. See, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it just makes it look too not natural for me. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. Guys. This doesn't want to work for me. What incarnation? I just said what incarnation. I just did say that, didn't I? I don't know, guys. Doesn't seem to want to stay up there either. If I could get it in just the right spot. I don't know. That looks too tacky for me. This is the lady that just painted everything metallic. Hi, Becca. I did get him an eyeball, but I don't like the eyeball. I don't know. He looks tacky with an eyeball. I think. I don't know. I like it just the way it is, because then... So we're keeping it this way. I'm just going to add gems to all the other two trees. And I may put more there. So now I got to see how many packs of gems I have. And maybe Hobby Lobby. So that's that. I'll post a picture later when it's all dry and all the trees have gems on them. But so far, it looks shiny in there. I have a hard time seeing what you can see on the camera because all I see is bright light when it's all this sparkly. So, give me about half hour, 45 minutes. This should be all dry by then. And all these should be set in here. I may add more, and I'm definitely going to do the other trees. I may add a little more diamond dust on the edge of these trees too. But thank you guys. Good, I'm glad. You guys all have a wonderful afternoon. Oh, afternoon, it's evening. See, diamond dust, I got it everywhere, so it will cut you. It's literally all over me. I don't know when I'm doing another live. Possibly Friday. I think I'm doing Friday. Do you guys remember those books that... I remember giving my grandmother one. It's like, it looks like a storybook, but it is... I have it here. Please hold. So it's like a... it was a big thing back in the day. So they were these things. And they would have like sayings on them, etc., so forth. I painted this one, so I don't remember what this was. I have no idea. So I think I'm going to do a Christmas book. So I'm going to find some cute Christmas paper. And I may do this in like a red and gold. We'll see. I'm thinking that same gold leaf that's done here. I'm going to do the pages. And I don't know, I'm throwing this one around. So I have that. I have a ton of Christmas stuff that I just went through. I got some really cool stuff. So I have a ton of Christmas projects. I'm not going to run out. I'll be doing Christmas till next Christmas. So thank you for stopping in, saying hello. Like I said, if you're on here and you see the red button, you're live. If you come back and watch us on a replay, please hit hashtag replay. Let me know you were here. You guys have a wonderful evening. Stay warm. Thank you for stopping in. Bye-bye.